السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. مشاهدينا الكرام، مشاهدي قناة زير تيوب، مرحبا بكم معنا في حصة في ضيافة سفير. متواجدون اليوم بسفارة إثيوبيا بالجزائر للحديث عن عديد الأمور مع سعادة السفير محمد مختار واري، أمور سياسية، دبلوماسية، اقتصادية، تجارية، سياحية، وعديد النقاط. تابعونا في حصة اليوم. مثلما سبق لنا في التقديم، نحن في ضيافة سعادة سفير جمهورية إثيوبيا الفيدرالية الديمقراطية مختار محمد واري. مرحبا بك. بداية سعادة السفير، حول العلاقات الثنائية بين البلدين، كيف تقيم سعادتكم مستوى العلاقات الجزائرية الإثيوبية اليوم؟
Thank you very much. I'm very glad to see Dzair Tube here in my office. The relation between Ethiopia and Algeria is very strong. It is based on mutual respect, cooperation, the spirit of African brotherhood. So our relation in all spheres, especially in the political, in the bilateral, and in the multilateral forum, is very strong. So our relation, which is based on our historical, during the founding fathers of the African Union, it is getting stronger and stronger from time to time. Therefore, the way I can describe the relation between the two countries is excellent.
جميل جميل سعادة السفير. ما هي أهم مجالات التعاون الحالي بين البلدين؟ كون علاقات طيبة، علاقات تاريخية مثل ما كنت تذكر لنا بالتفصيل. ما هي أهم مجالات التعاون بين البلدين الجزائر وإثيوبيا؟
Our relation in the economic sphere is relatively growing, but our relation in the political sphere, particularly our diplomatic relation, which has been established after the independence of Algeria, is getting stronger from time to time. Our relation, which is based on mutual respect, solidarity, and the principle of equality, sovereign equality, and promoting common cause of Africa in the global forum, is very strong. In other words, we support each other in the multilateral forum, and we promote a common cause in the African Union platform. Therefore, our current relation is, I can say, stronger, but it must be augmented by strong economic interaction. We don't have so strong economic interaction that commensurate our political and bilateral relation. As you know, the relation between two states is not only limited to political and multilateral or other diplomatic issues. It's always economic. Now, in the global world, where economic interaction is getting stronger and stronger, the relation between the two countries must also be strong. In this regard, the emphasis has been given by our two leaders to promote our economic interaction to achieve to the level of political relations.
إن شاء الله أكيد سعادة السفير القادم أجمل بالنسبة للجزائر وإثيوبيا من حيث مجالات التعاون وتطوير العلاقات الثنائية؟ دائما في مجال العلاقات الثنائية هل هناك مشاريع مشتركة مرتقبة لتعزيز الشراكة وتطويرها مستقبلا؟
As I mentioned, our priorities in the relation between the two countries is number one, trade. We are working to promote trade between the two countries. In addition to that, we are working interaction between the two countries, people to people. We are also working in the area of education, culture, in the area of science and technology, in the area of space science, in the area of agriculture, in the area of pharmaceutical. So a lot of areas have been identified and the memorandum of understanding have been signed between the two countries. And now we are implementing those memorandum of understanding through various institutions, ministries, and our joint platform. Last time, a joint ministerial committee meeting has been concluded in Addis Ababa, and a lot of issues have been discussed, and there is a political will between the two leaders and other levels of leaders to promote the strong political relation through strong economic interaction. And now the emphasis I have mentioned is on economic issues, particularly in promoting trade between the two countries, promoting agricultural relation, promoting pharmaceutical relation, industrial relation, technology, and other related aspects.
إن شاء الله أكيد هذا هو الهدف إن شاء الله. أكيد سعادة السفير اقتصاديا وتجاريا رغم أن البلدين يعني من أكبر البلدان في إفريقيا، لكن حجم المبادلات التجارية بين الجزائر وإثيوبيا ما يزال محدودا. يعني ماذا نستطيع أن نفعل لتحسين هكذا أرقام ورفع حجم المبادلات يعني بين الجزائر وإثيوبيا؟
We can increase the relation, the trade relation between the two countries in many ways. One of the ways is to enter into trade agreement through products that the two countries are producing. Algeria is a producer of fertilizers. It also have strong industrial foundation. In addition to that, the relation between the two countries can be strengthened through establishing air flight between the two countries. As we communicate through air flight, as we interact through air flight, our economic interaction is naturally going to increase and develop. So the trade fair that must be organized between the two capitals. In near future, we have planned to conduct a coffee trade fair in Algeria, and Algeria is also planning to conduct a trade fair, independent trade fair in Addis Ababa. So through that mechanism, we can strengthen our economic partnership. In addition to that, we have to implement the agreements that reached between the two countries. We have to encourage our investors to invest in either of the two countries. Algerian investors can invest in Ethiopian various economic sectors: agriculture, industry, pharmaceutical, and other even electronics goods. I see strong industrial foundation here in Algeria. So joint venture, through joint venture, our business people can work together. In that way, we can strengthen our economic relations. So we have a lot of opportunities in the area of trade, in the area of investment, in the area of transport and communication, and other fields. As you know, Algeria produces one of the finest olive oil. We have also seed oils. So we can purchase olive oils from Algeria and sell seed oils to Algeria. we can also, I mean, we start to now start to produce gas in Ethiopia. Algeria is one of the best producer of gas, but it has a strong technology in the field of petroleum and other carbon industries, hydrocarbon industries. So we can collaborate in that area too. Last time, the Minister of Mining, His Excellency Mohammed Arkab, has visited Ethiopia, and soon we expect a counter visit from our Minister of Energy and Mining. So we can support each other in many areas, and the sky is the limit.
أكيد سعادة السفير، جميل جدا اطلاعك. هو زيارة محمد عرقاب وزير الطاقة لإثيوبيا أكيد فيها يعني مجال لتطوير المستقبل، وأكيد إثيوبيا فيها فرص استثمارية يمكن للجزائر أيضا استغلالها. إثيوبيا بلد جميل وبلد كبير، وفيه أكيد العديد من الإمكانيات الاقتصادية التي يمكن للجزائر استغلالها.
Algerian investors can invest in many areas. Number one, as I mentioned, in agriculture. Agriculture is one of the priority areas of Ethiopian investment promotion areas. Number two, Algeria, as mentioned, has a strong industrial foundation. So we have a lot of industrial parks in our country. Algerian investors or business people can do business in the area of industry, particularly manufacturing industry. We have a lot of industrial parks established in various parts of the country. So Algerian investors can go and just establish their factories and produce whatever products they want to produce in the country, because Ethiopia is a country of 130 million people. It has also a huge market in the neighboring countries. So through African Free Trade Area, we have a lot of opportunities. Ethiopia has also opened its financial sector to foreign investors. So Algerian financial institutions can also invest in Ethiopia. We have tourism opportunities. It's one of the priority areas. Algerian investors can work in the area of tourism in the country. In addition to that, other areas, these new technologies are also new areas of venture in Ethiopia, and so joint venture can come up with a lot of opportunities. Algeria has a strong pharmaceutical basis, industrial basis. Now it produces more than 85-86% of its medicines locally. So Ethiopia is in need of a lot of medicines in the country. So we can have industries from Algerian investors who can produce medicines in Ethiopia like they produce here and supply to the local market and to the market in the region. So we have a lot of opportunities in that regard. In addition to that, what I can I can tell you is Ethiopian investors can also invest in Algeria. We have done some research, investment opportunities available for Ethiopian investors in Algeria. So they can work here in many areas. Industry is also available. Other trading areas are available. So they can jointly work here and in Ethiopia as well. So a lot of opportunities are open for business people from both countries. That is what I can mention right now.
أكيد هي مجالات تعاون متعددة وأبواب استثمارات مفتوحة أكيد في إثيوبيا وأيضا في الجزائر مع هذا الحوار الجميل وهذه الطائرة التي تمثل الخطوط الجوية الإثيوبية. هل هناك يعني تفكير في إنشاء خطوط جوية مباشرة أو رحلات مباشرة بين الجزائر العاصمة وأديس أبابا في إثيوبيا لتعزيز التبادل التجاري وحتى السياحي؟
Yes, the start of flight between the two countries is very important.
أكيد.
unless we have strong transport communication between the two countries. Investment cannot be getting stronger and beneficial to the people of the two countries. So Ethiopian Airlines has a plan to start flight to Algeria. Algeria has a huge potential. Ethiopia has seen a huge potential in Algerian market. So Air Algeria is also capable to flight in Ethiopia. They have already started some 2 years back the first flight, and there is a recent agreement that has been discussed between the two air companies, air flight companies, so that they are exploring the potential in both countries. So there is a huge potential in the transport sector too. Algeria and Ethiopia are only distant from each other geographically. When it comes to heart, both countries are closer in hearts. So the start of flight from Algiers to Addis Ababa, from Addis Ababa to Algiers, will make it more closer the people of the two countries. To promote people-to-people relation, transport is very important, vital. In addition to that, to promote economic interaction, transport mechanism is a necessary precondition. In addition to that, to promote cultural relation between the two countries, transport is vital. So we need to work on that area. The already started activity must be, reach to its maximum possible destinations. So a lot of opportunities are also seen in that area, I can say.
أكيد شيء مهم فتح الخطوط الجوية المباشرة، وهو ما تسعى إليه الجزائر عبر فتح عدة خطوط جوية مباشرة إلى عدة بلدان إفريقية. وإن شاء الله يعني إثيوبيا هي موجودة في حسابات الخطوط الجوية الجزائرية ووزارة النقل أيضا لبرمجتها. أكيد سعادة السفير سياسيا ودبلوماسيا الجزائر ناشطة، خاصة يعني نعرف علاقات الصداقة، علاقات تاريخية مع الدول الإفريقية، وخاصة الدور البارز للجزائر في حل النزاعات. كيف يعني ترى إثيوبيا دور الجزائر في القارة الإفريقية؟
Algeria and Ethiopia believe firmly in the peaceful, strong, united, and prosperous Africa. Both countries are, with other countries, are architects of the Agenda 2063, the agenda of Africa we want, an agenda of Africa that has been integrated, that has been led by its people, its leaders, its children, an Africa that is strong economically, interconnected, interdependent, and an Africa that is most inclusive, and an Africa that is trading with each other in a big scale. So we firmly believe in that area. In that context, Africa must be a peaceful continent. To this end, we have to resolve all conflicts. Algeria has this tradition of conflict resolution. It has resolved many conflicts, not only in Africa, even beyond the African continent. Algeria has resolved the conflict. It has played a significant role in the resolution of hostage crisis between United States and Iran. Yes. It has resolved difficulties in its neighboring countries, in Niger, in Mali. It has worked with strong passion and commitment to resolve the conflict in Libya. It has this tradition. It has played a role in resolving 2000, and playing a critical role in resolution of conflict between Ethiopia and Eritrea.
Yes.
Algiers peace agreement is, mediated by Algeria. So, in that context, Algeria's role is indispensable in promoting peace in Africa through peaceful resolution of conflicts, through promotion of dialogue and diplomatic resolution of conflicts, and through bringing African leaders in a dialogue table and a discussion and other mechanisms. Therefore, Algeria has played a lot, and we share it, Algeria's commitment of resolving African disputes or African conflicts by Africans themselves. We believe in that value, in that principle, and Ethiopia is closely working in any issue of conflict resolution when it comes to involving Algeria, because Algeria is trustworthy nation. It's a trusted mediator. It is principled mediator. It has always good phase in resolving conflicts without other baggage. That is how I can describe Algeria's initiative in resolving difficult conflicts in Africa.
أكيد هذه شهادة نعتز بها حول دور الجزائر يعني إفريقيا وعالميا. هي عادات وتقاليد دبلوماسية نتشرف ونفتخر بها. ما هو موقف إثيوبيا أيضا من مبادرات الجزائر لتعزيز السلم والأمن في إفريقيا؟
Ethiopia and Algeria collaborate in many fields, as I have already mentioned. In the African context, we collaborate in the platform of our continental organization, in the African Union. We promote common cause, a cause that benefits the people of Africa and countries of Africa, and put at the top the interest of Africa in the global stage. So we collaborate in multilateral forums, including United Nations and other multilateral organizations, such as non-aligned movement. Therefore, our collaboration is not only limited to continental forums, but also at global forums, at international forums. We listen to each other's view. We coordinate positions. We promote the good interest of African continent. We are always championing the role Africa should play in international peace and security, and we are demanding its Africa's rightful position in the Security Council. So these are some of the areas that Algeria and Ethiopia are collaborating in the global forum. As I mentioned, in the regional issues, we listen to each other, we consult each other, we collaborate on the peaceful resolution of conflicts, both in a regional context and in the continental context. We promote and support Algeria's position in resolving conflicts in the Sahel region. Algeria supports our position in resolving conflicts in the Horn of Africa region. That is how I can see the situation between the two countries when it comes to international issues.
إن شاء الله أكيد هو توافق وكلام جميل، يعني توافق في الرؤى، توافق في العلاقات الثنائية، توافق حتى في الدبلوماسية. وإشادتكم تقودون للسؤال التالي: كيف يمكن للدبلوماسية الجزائرية والإثيوبية أن تتكامل في المحافل الدولية، خاصة أنه نعرف أنه فيه تحديات كبرى في العالم وعدة قضايا أيضا عالقة في العالم. كيف يمكن أن يحدث التكامل بين إثيوبيا والجزائر من حيث المواقف على المستوى الدولي؟
As I mentioned, in the global forum, we are listening to one another. We are collaborating in the global forum. Our diplomats ambassadors in the United Nations, in the African Union, and other multilateral forums such as non-aligned movement. We listen to each other's view. We coordinate. We promote a common cause of Africa to secure Africa's rightful position in the Security Council and other multilateral forums. Africa was late when it joined multilateral forums like the United Nations. So we have missed opportunities. So to seize those opportunities, we must collaborate. That is already I have mentioned in detail.
أكيد أيضا بخصوص القضايا الإقليمية، سد النهضة ملف إقليمي بارز، وأكيد للجزائر دور إفريقي وريادي كبير. كيف ترون دعم الجزائر لمبدأ الحلول الوسطية لحل مثل هكذا يعني معضلة إفريقية والتي نعتبرها أيضا من بين المشاكل الإفريقية؟
Yes, African problems must be resolved by Africans themselves, because the African knows their problems. So, resolutions that might come from other corner of the world, but they are not well appreciate the complexities of Africa. And always resolving conflicts in any matter, be it disagreements, misunderstandings, needs good faith. That is why we are always looking into our African brothers in resolving our challenges. For example, last time we have a problem in the northern part of Ethiopia. We didn't went to other parts of the world. We went to South Africa. It was, the forum was organized by South African government, and Obasanjo was the mediator. Former president of Nigeria was the mediator between Ethiopian children who are, in disagreement in the northern part of the country. So we believe in the African problems, African solutions. When it comes to Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam, we also believe in that position. Our firm belief is the Grand Renaissance Dam or Saddan Nahda must be a forum for collaboration. It must be a project of mutual understanding, an African project that benefits not only Ethiopia but the entire people of the region. For example, the Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam saves water in the highland of Ethiopia. Number two, it prevents silt to go downstream countries. Number three, it regulates the flow of water throughout the year. Number four, it is a big reservoir for downstream countries. It maintains, even in difficult situations, we make a big reservoir for downstream countries, not only for us. So we believe that the issue surrounding the Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam must be resolved through understanding, through the African Forum, and through the participation and good office of countries like Algeria. When the issue was taken to the United Nations Security Council, Ethiopia demanded that this issue of Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam is an African issue, and it must be resolved by Africans themselves, and the United Nations Security Council referred this matter to the continental organization, the African Union. Likewise, if Algeria is interested to bring together Egypt and Ethiopia on the issues of Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, we most welcome it. Algeria is always playing a positive role. So no need to bring this issue of Africa to other global powers, because they have other baggage behind that. We don't like that. Number one, because they couldn't well appreciate, understand the complexities of the problem. That is why we are always committed to resolving African problems by Africans themselves. This is a cardinal principle in which Ethiopia and Algeria firmly believes on.
جميل يعني كلامك. يعني الأفارقة يحلون مشاكلهم بينهم، وأولوية حل المشاكل يعني تكون من الداخل دون تدخل قوة خارجية. أكيد إثيوبيا من أكبر بلدان إفريقيا. ما هي أولوية إثيوبيا في الاتحاد الإفريقي، خاصة أنه مقر الاتحاد الإفريقي متواجد بأديس أبابا بإثيوبيا يعني؟
Yes, we are always proud to serve our African brothers and sisters as the capital city of Africa. Addis Ababa is serving from its creation to this day, and inshallah until the end of the world as capital city of Africa. Ethiopia is promoting peaceful and integrated, mutually interdependent, strong African, that Africa that is very prosperous, become that prosperous. Africa that is peaceful. Africa that, plays its rightful role in the global stage. So in that regard, Ethiopia is always committed to the cause of Africa. Since its inception, the formation of the African Union with other African countries, including Algeria, Ethiopia promotes the independence of many African countries from colonialism. We have achieved the eradication of apartheid from Africa. We have achieved the independence of many African countries through struggle. And now African Union is an organization of more than 15 independent African countries. It was not that the case. It was not the case when it was established in Addis Ababa. Therefore, our priorities when it comes to Africa is a peaceful, interdependent, strong Africa that is prosperous and that play its rightful role in the global stage. So we work with Algeria and other African brothers and sisters to that end.
وهو ما تسعى له الجزائر دائما وتنادي به، استقلالية الشعوب، حقها في تقرير مصيرها، يعني أن تكون إفريقيا قوية بشعوبها ببلدانها. أكيد الجزائر وإثيوبيا لهما مواجهة تحديات مشتركة كبرى. نتحدث هنا عن الهجرة الغير شرعية، نتحدث عن الإرهاب أيضا، أكيد هي تحديات مشتركة وتتطلب يعني تكامل وتوافق كبير لمواجهة هذه التحديات.
Africa and the world are suffering from extremism and terrorism. Terrorism has no religion. Terrorism is a global problem that must be addressed globally. But when it comes to Africa, we have root causes for terrorism. We have to eliminate those root causes and collaborate to that end. Number one, we have to resolve economic problems in the continent. Number two, we have to promote mutual understanding between people, communities, cultures, and we have to work together for through education, prevent extremism ideas flourishing, and exploit the potential of youth who are capable to contribute for the betterment of the economic and the political and the social situation of the continent. Therefore, we have challenges in that regard. We collaborate in many ways in the fighting terrorism and extremism. Number one, through exchange of information. We have to collaborate through exchange of information, immediate information between the two countries, the collaboration between institutions of the two countries, not only police, security, and other law enforcement or legal institutions, but also religious institutions. Religion must play a constructive role. It's not a source, it should not be a source of extremism. It should not be a source of hate. It is a source of love. So religious or social institutions, like religious institutions, must work together to that end. We have also a big opportunity in investment, so that resolving economic problems through promotion of trade, through promotion of investment, through other economic interaction, through people-to-people relation, we can resolve the root cause of terrorism. Terrorism is not a human culture. It is an alien to all civilizations. It is new coming phenomena, which is not inherent to the African culture. It is alien to African culture. Therefore, we need to collaborate in many aspects, in political, in diplomatic, in social, security, in economic, in education, in security, in all fields. So we have to approach the issue of terrorism comprehensively, not single-handedly. That is how I can see the issue of terrorism and how we can collaborate in the area of fighting terrorism.
إن شاء الله كلامك جميل وبحماس، يعني غيرة على إفريقيا، غيرة وحبا لإفريقيا. أكيد إثيوبيا بلد عريق من يعني من أقدم الحضارات المتواجدة في العالم، وليس إفريقيا فقط. أيضا في مجال التعليم والثقافة نتحدث يعني عن هل هناك برامج للتبادل الثقافي للمنح الدراسية بين الجزائر وإثيوبيا أيضا.
Ethiopia and Algeria have a collaboration or agreement in the field of education, in the field of culture, in the field of science and technology, in the field of space research and other issues related with scholarship. And we have agreed in the area of startup. So we have a mechanism. In addition to that, Algeria has provided scholarship for closer to more than 30 students from Ethiopia. Now we have received list of Ethiopian students who are going to enter into Algerian universities. There is interaction between the two countries in the field of education. It's not only theoretical. It is not only based on signing documents. There is a practical action that is visible and that is tangible on the ground, in which the two countries are collaborating in the field of education. We have a huge potential. Algerian universities and Ethiopian universities must collaborate. Algerian institutions of technical and vocational education must collaborate with their Ethiopian counterpart. Algerian scientific research institutions must work with Ethiopian counterpart. We have a huge potential, and we have to harness those potentials to the maximum possible. And recently we have very much happy to see students in Algerian campuses for scholarship, and we are very much thankful for the Algerian government and the commitment entered by His Excellency President Tabon to promote African startup activities through financial support is really admirable. We have very much appreciate that initiative. This shows the leadership Algeria is playing in promoting African business, African startup, and African youth. That is what we are looking forward to benefit from, and hopefully that initiative of His Excellency Abdul Majid Tabon will be realized soon. That is what we are looking for.
إن شاء الله أكيد أبواب الجزائر أكبر بلد إفريقي مفتوحة لكل الأشقاء الأفارقة دائما وأبدا إن شاء الله. أكيد يعني هناك سبل لتعزيز معرفة الشعبين بعضهما البعض. الجزائريون والإثيوبيون وربما ما فيش تعامل مباشر، ربما ما فيش تواصل مباشر. يعني ما هي السبل لتعزيز معرفة الشعبين ببعضهما البعض؟
True, we have to promote people-to-people relation. One of the role of diplomacy is promoting relation between the people of the two countries. Number one, we have to establish strong, transport relation between the two countries. Algeria has taken the initiative promoting inter-African transport network, including the Trans-Saharan highway and the Trans-Saharan railway and other networks, including this internet cable network, optic fiber network, highly investing on it. Its commitment is really admirable, and we are very much glad to witness that and see that project is being inaugurated soon. In addition to that, Algeria is promoting economic interaction between African countries within the framework of African Free Trade Area, pipeline from Nigeria, Niger. That is really admirable. When it comes to people-to-people relation, we need to open, as per the African vision, African Union Vision 2063, we have to make opportunities for our youth across the continent. We have to promote trade between African countries. We have to promote investment opportunities between African countries. In that regard, people interaction will be, getting stronger. In addition to that, we have to promote university-to-university interaction. We have to promote cultural interaction between the two countries. We are looking for Ethiopian musical troupe to visit soon in Algeria, and we have this team show their musical activities in Russia and China. The third country would be America, would be Algeria, hopefully. So we are looking to people relation, not only through political leadership, through agreements, through other mechanisms, but through cultural interaction, through educational interaction, through other university-to-university interaction, through civic society organizations interaction. That way we can achieve people-to-people relation, and we are working towards that. We have a lot of agreements that has been signed in that field too.
إن شاء الله أكيد كلامك جميل، خاصة بخصوص التقارب الثقافي، خاصة بخصوص يعني تبادل المنح الدراسية. هي كلها يعني سبل لتطوير ولتقريب الشعبين من بعضهما البعض. من جانب آخر، هل كوننا في لقاء إعلامي جميل مع سعادتك، هل هناك مشاريع مشتركة في مجال الإعلام وأيضا في مجال السياحة؟ كون السياحة أيضا شيء مهم لتعزيز العلاقات بين الشعوب ولتعزيز تعارف الشعوب.
This is important issue as well. tourism is has a huge potential for the benefit of the countries of Africa. Algeria and Ethiopia have a long history and tradition of both natural and historical sites. In addition to that, we have many tourist attraction sites. The Sahara Desert is a beautiful tourist destination. Northern part of Algeria, a historical part that is, since the time of immemorial. We have a lot of historical sites in Algeria. Algeria has historical churches. Algeria has historical mosques. It is a place to show all human civilizations. In addition to that, we have a huge potential in tourism. Ethiopia is investing hugely in the field of tourism. Recently, among the 5 pillars of our reform economic agendas, tourism is one. Our Prime Minister is focusing on tourism potential of Ethiopia. Algeria has a lot of things to visit in Ethiopia, and Ethiopians have a lot of things to visit in Algeria. Number one, we have to promote tourist institutions between the two countries. Algeria have a strong tourism education institution and offer scholarship for Ethiopian students. So we have to benefit from that. In addition to that, we have to look into other fields of cooperation in the tourism. Tourism, we have signed agreements, but we have to implement those agreements. Interaction between tourism institutions like hotels, resorts must be encouraged by our leaders. We have also huge potential in tourist destination development or investment. Hotel. Algerian investors can invest in Ethiopian tourist facilities, including hotels in various parts of the country. Ethiopia is open for both industrial and tourism investments. So we have a huge potential, and we have to, bring our efforts together. We have to work hand in hand. We have to look into the possible areas of cooperation and implement the agreed memorandum of understandings in the area of culture and tourism.
إن شاء الله أكيد السياحة باب من أبواب التعامل الاقتصادي والتبادل بين الشعوب. مؤخرا الجزائر يعني عرفت نجاحا باهرا في تنظيم معرض التجارة البينية الإفريقية، وإثيوبيا كانت من بين البلدان المشاركة. ما هو تقييم سعادتكم لمشاركة إثيوبيا في معرض التجارة البينية الإفريقية الذي أقيم مؤخرا بالجزائر؟
First, I would like to congratulate the people and the government of Algeria for hosting inter-African trade fair such elegantly, in such beautiful manner and successfully. It was really proud, not only for Algeria, it's also a pride for Ethiopia and the rest of Africa. Algeria was successfully hosting this important continental institution. Really, it has shown its commitment to the African cause. Without any doubt, it was a successful event. So I would like to congratulate all participants, including various government institutions who are successfully hosting this event, African event. Number two, Ethiopia is really participated in this event than any other previous events with full force. We have like 36 companies participated in this event. We have more than 60 delegates from various economic fields, from coffee, from meat, pulses, oil seeds, and other industrial spices and other industrial products. We have various executives. So agreement has been reached in many fields in this event. So we have a huge success in that event. We have organized a business forum in the side event. So it was really a very successful event, and we have harnessed all the potentials of this event. So it was a very successful event in which Ethiopia has taken part actively and benefited from its outcomes. Ethiopian companies have agreed with Algerian companies to work together and benefit from inter-African trade.
أكيد هي مشاركة إثيوبية قوية في الحدث، وأيضا مشاركة لمختلف الدول الإفريقية. شفنا نجاح، شفنا أرقام كبيرة أعلن عنها، شفنا صفقات كبرى لعدة دول إفريقية يعني عقدت هنا. أكيد بعد الحدث ما هي أبرز مجالات التعاون التكنولوجي والابتكاري التي يمكن أن تجمع بين الجزائر وإثيوبيا بعد هذا الحدث؟
Yes, this event brings together not only business people. This event brings together other players, including technology, because the future of Africa and the future of African youth is based on promoting and harnessing the potential in the technology. In this event, we have witnessed technological exchanges, financial interactions, which is based on technological benefits, and exploiting the potential of technology in the field of trade, in the field of investment, in the field of transport networking. Therefore, this event, which is hosting a huge participants from across the world, not only from Africa, bring together startups, future technology gurus. Therefore, it was a huge success when it comes to technological advancements, technological interaction, and technological, business deals. Therefore, some companies are willing to invest in other countries and promote technological exchanges. Therefore, I can say it's not only in terms of trade, in terms of economic benefits, but also it helps a lot promoting technological interaction between African business people, African youth, and African entrepreneurs.
أكيد سعادة السفير، أنت تحدثت عن تسوية النزاعات محليا وداخليا، يعني إفريقيا تحل مشاكلها داخليا، نفس الشيء اقتصاديا. هل تتوقعون يعني بعد هذا المنتدى والمعرض تعزيز الشراكات الإفريقية يعني داخليا بعيدا عن تدخل الخارج في المجال الاقتصادي؟
Inter-African trade must be supported by African entrepreneurs, number one, African innovators, African startups. We should not always depend on foreign technologies. We have African youth who are entrepreneurs, not only entrepreneurs, inventors. Therefore, we have to support our African brothers who are startup and technology innovators. Therefore, in this regard, the new initiative by His Excellency President Abdul Majid Tabon to support African startup is the case in point that Algeria is committed to promote African technological innovation and African interdependence in promoting entrepreneurship and startup throughout Africa. Therefore, we really commend the leadership played by Algeria in this regard.
أنت تحدثت يعني في السؤال السابق عن أهمية التطور التكنولوجي والتعامل الرقمي، كيف يمكن أن تلعب الجزائر وإثيوبيا دورا مشتركا في قيادة التحول الرقمي والابتكار في القارة الإفريقية.
African countries, African leadership must understand the role of digital technology. Now, the world is transformed. We have artificial intelligence, which is leading us to a new era of technological advancement. We can harness, as Africans, the potential of artificial intelligence through collaboration, through coordination, and through African mechanisms that are in place and that will be, put into action through the decision of African leaders. Therefore, digital technology is bringing together African people. Now, it's not only Africa, but the world become so closer to each other through digital gap filling. Therefore, we have to exploit that potential, and Algeria and Ethiopian youth are capable to benefit from this technology, and the two countries must collaborate in that field. And the startup role, the startup conference, African startup conference organized by Algeria is playing a pivotal role in that regard. Therefore, we have a huge potential in digital connectivity because digital technology is touching all aspects of human life. Everything is now digitalized. So, from transport, from trade, from e-commerce, from everything, all this can be beneficial for African youth, for African people, and we should not be lagging behind when it comes to technological advancement and the benefit of digital technology. We have a huge potential in Africa because the largest part of the continent's population is the youth, and the youth are technology savvy. They are capable of benefiting these new technologies of digital innovation, including artificial intelligence, to the maximum potential. That is how I can see this issue.
إن شاء الله أكيد هو معرض كبير وحدث اقتصادي كبير، أكيد استخلصت منه إثيوبيا العديد من الدروس، من التوصيات، من المخرجات لتطوير يعني وتعزيز اقتصاد المعرفة والابتكار.
Yeah, the future of the world is now digital technology, artificial intelligence, and knowledge-based economy. So we have to capture this, advancement of technology. As latecomers, Africa must seize the opportunity of knowledge economy. We have to promote and collaborate in the field of knowledge economy. Algeria is hosting African startup events. Now this year, I think in November or December, you are going to host the fourth round of African startup, the fourth edition of African startup, and we are looking forward to that. That opportunity, that event will create a huge opportunity, and we have to benefit from knowledge, technology, and new area of technological advancement, which is artificial intelligence, and we have to collaborate Our higher education institutions must coordinate and collaborate in that field. Our cities, our city administrations must promote that. Technological ministries must, higher education institutions must collaborate. Health institutions, we have a lot of potential and opportunities in the knowledge economy field. So we must coordinate, we must understand, we must harness the potential.
أكيد هو الحدث كبير جدا، وأنت تقييمك كان له بأنه ناجح ومميز. سعادة السفير، على هامش الحدث أيضا تم توقيع اتفاقيات وأطر شراكة بين عدة دول، وهو ما حدث أيضا بين الجزائر وإثيوبيا. هل من الممكن أن نرى يعني بعض هذه الاتفاقيات وأطر الشراكة، هل لنا أن نراها ترى النور عن قريب يعني في مجالات متعددة كالطاقة، كالتكنولوجيا الزراعية والذكاء الاصطناعي، يعني في مجالات متنوعة؟
As I said, this inter-African trade fair has created a huge opportunity for African participants. Particularly, Ethiopia is benefiting from this event. Number one, our exporters in the field of coffee, in the area of meat, in the area of spice, pulses, oil seeds have entered into agreement with their Algerian counterparts. Likewise, the Algerian exporters have entered into agreement with their Ethiopian counterpart. In addition to that, we are exploring the potential of working together in the field of energy, renewable energy, in the field of agriculture. We have entered agreement to coordinate, to collaborate, to work together in promoting agriculture, in promoting technology, in promoting a startup. So these issues, which was under discussion even before this inter-African trade fair was now get into practical actions in the event. Therefore, we have a huge potential, and as I mentioned for you, Algeria has experience in fossil fuel exploitation. We have now secured some investments in the area of gas and petroleum. We want to exploit more, and companies like Sonatrach have a huge potential in the Ethiopian market. As mentioned, Algerian Minister of Mining has visited Ethiopia, and Ethiopia is going to benefit from Algerian knowledge, experience, financial potential, and we are looking into other areas such as energy. As I mentioned, Ethiopia has inaugurated its Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, which is going to generate closer to 5,150 megawatt, and we want to distribute electricity from the dam throughout the country. Our population has not yet reached get access to electricity. So Algeria has a huge experience in the field of supplying electricity to every corner of its territory. So we want to harness the technological advancement, the know-how and the experience of Algeria in the field of energy. So we have this potential. So we want to benefit from experience, technology, financial, and other capabilities of Algeria, and Algerians are willing to share that with their African brothers and sisters, including Ethiopia. That is how we are looking forward from the potential of collaboration in the field of energy, agriculture. As well known, Algeria has trying to be food self-sufficient, to assume food sovereignty. Ethiopia is also working towards that. Algeria have experience in long tradition and experience in wheat production, especially in the lowland or desert areas. We want to harness that potential of Algeria, that experience of Algeria, because we want to become one of Africa's leading wheat producers. Now we have already reached to that level. We want to expand and not only feeding ourselves, we want to feed the rest of Africa. Therefore, we are working towards that, and we want to exploit all the potentials, the know-how, the technological advancement Algeria has already achieved in that field.
سعادة السفير، مشكور على إجابتك الوافية والكافية. أكيد قبل الختام سنطرح عليك بعض الأسئلة المتنوعة بخصوص الثقافة الجزائرية، الأكل الجزائري، وأسئلة متنوعة. بداية سعادة السفير، هل جربتم الأكل الجزائري؟ وما هي الأكلة التي نالت إعجابكم أكثر؟
I love all Algerian food. Algeria is a very beautiful country. We have similar traditions. We have a lot of things in common with Ethiopian food. A little bit Ethiopian food are spicy, but still we have very common food stuff. Most of Algerian food made from wheat, and I love wheat food. Bread is the finest food, but I like more shukshuka. Shukshuka is with meat. We have the same food stuff, especially in my province, of birth. We have similar food style, but shukshuka is the food that I love most in Algeria. You have a lot of, Algeria have a lot of fruits and vegetables, especially Mediterranean fruits. It is rich with Mediterranean food. So I love those food generally. Fruits are my favorite food, but shukshuka is my best food in Algeria since I arrived here.
جميل هذا الاختيار، وربما نعتبره موفق، وأيضا يعني الحمد لله على نعمة هذا التنوع الجميل في الجزائر. سعادة السفير، ما هو أكثر شيء لفت انتباهكم في الثقافة والعادات الجزائرية؟
Algeria has African traditions, which is common with the rest of Africa. Algeria is a communal society, family-centered society. We are a family-based society. In Africa, we don't have this culture of individualism. We have a culture of caring and sharing to one another. We have this culture of, wide, broad family connection. So that culture is also common between Ethiopia and Algeria. And when it comes to the culture, that impressed me is the music and this architect. I love architect. Algerian architect is amazing. When I have been invited by His Excellency the President with other ambassadors, when I present my credentials, I was seeing the architectural works, the building, the inside decorations. That impressed me a lot. So Algeria have its own taste, its own color, its own beauty when it comes to architecture, which is historical and it's also contemporary. So I love the architecture of Algeria, including the Grand Mosque, which is Algeria's marvelous, architectural marvelous.
جميل جدا. سعادة السفير، بتواجدك في الجزائر هل تعلمت بعض الكلمات الجزائرية أو بعض العبارات يعني بالدرجة أو باللهجة الجزائرية؟
I see a lot of Algerian words. I am listening. I learned Arabic first in Saudi Arabia, but the word labas is common in Algeria, which I never heard in Jeddah when I learned Arabic. Labas is Algerian, word that is very common. And sometimes you also mix Arabic with French. That's also fantastic.
جميل جدا سعادة السفير. سعادة السفير، في ختام هذا الحوار الشيق والجميل، يعني كيف تصفون الشعب الجزائري ربما بكلمة واحدة أو ببضع كلمات بحكم تعاملكم مؤخرا وتواجدك هنا في الجزائر؟
If I express Algeria people in one word, I can say they are decent, very respectful. They are very friendly people. So they are very much dignified. They are very much, respectful. So I love that culture. I don't see anyone, indecent character. I never seen since my arrival. Almost I am here for 1 year and 2 months. What I have seen is all decency, respectful, dignified, and even when you interact with people, when you are, sometimes your car is slightly colluding with people, they are just forgiving. They say, no problem, go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah.
No.
So that is, good culture. That is forgiving culture, accommodating culture. Decency is one word that can describe Algerians.
شكرا سعادة السفير محمد مختار والي على هذه الكلمات الطيبة بخصوص الشعب الجزائري. شكرا على هذا الحوار الشيق والقيم. وصلنا وإياك لنهاية هذه الحلقة من حصتكم في ضيافة سفير. إلى أعداد قادمة. سلام.
شكرا جزيلا.
Dzair tube.